I want another championship so badly, it hurts. That's right, folks. Today we have a special match on Card Sharks. It's our fourth and final game of Card Sharks here on Game Show Night on Fun for Freedom. I'm your host, LOZ Cards Fan, and this is a special IcyHot edition, very shameless plug indeed, of Card Sharks. And we've got our two contestants who are ready to go to vie for 32,000 rupees and a brand new car. Oh boy, and speaking of the last episode, how about that? Congratulations, ProfessorWhom, on winning 25,800 rupees to become the biggest winner of Card Sharks of all time here on Game Show Night. But right now, we've got our two new contestants. We're ready to maybe try and do even better, and we're going to start with HotDatePaul. How are you doing today, Hot?
I'm doing good.
All right, that's good to hear, boy.
My throat's a little bit sore, but I'm doing good.
All right, good to hear. And you are making your game show debut here on Fun for Freedom, and it's good to have you here. So good luck to you.
Nice to be here.
Good to have you here. Thank you. And now our second contestant is a Card Sharks veteran, one of the biggest winning Card Sharks winners of all time. It is IcyOshawottz. How are you doing today, Icy?
I've had better days. I'm doing pretty good right now, so.
All right, good to hear it, Icy. So, in our special match, we have determined that HotDatePaul is going to play the red cards, and IcyOshawottz is going to play the blue cards. You guys know how Card Sharks works, so good luck to everyone. We're going to start with game number one, and the first question is going to go to you, HotDatePaul. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Hot, we asked 100 farmers. Do you have a scarecrow on your farm? How many said that they do have a scarecrow on their farm?
85%.
85 out of 100 said that they do have a scarecrow on their farm. Icy, is the actual answer higher or lower than 85?
I'm gonna say lower.
Lower than 85. Number of farmers who said they do have a scarecrow is 7. That's all. 7. Very much lower, Icy. So you have control of the cards. And Icy, your first card is an ace. What are you going to do?
Lower than the ace, please.
All right, lower than the ace. It's a king. What are you going to do now?
Lower than the king, please.
Lower than the king. It's a 5. Yes. You've got a 5. Want to continue on playing or freeze?
I'll continue. Let's go higher than 5, please.
All right, Icy's going to risk it and go higher than the 5. Is he right? It's an 8. Yes. Icy, you're one card away from game number 1, but you're right in the middle with an 8. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna freeze.
Good idea, Icy. That protects your position, and it keeps HotDatePaul away from the cards. We go to question number 2, and it belongs to you, Icy. We asked 100 scientists who study the future, do you think by the year 2080 that science will find a way to completely control the weather? How many said that they do think science will find a way to control the weather by the year 2080?
I'm gonna go 22.
22 out of 100. HotDatePaul, is the answer higher or lower than 22?
Lower.
Lower than 22. I'll tell you what, it's already a reality if you're big anime fans. I'm sure there's quite a few animes out there where the villains, the antagonists can control the weather. So we'll see what the actual answer is here. Lower than 22 is what Hot says. Number of scientists who study the future who think they can control the weather is 26. It's not lower, it's higher by 4. Icy has control of the cards. You've got that 8. I assume you want to change it.
I would like that card to disappear.
All right, Icy, good luck. That 8 now becomes a queen. Good card. What are you going to do?
I'll go lower, please.
All right, for the first game of the match, lower than the queen. It's a 6, and Icy has won game number 1. Well done. So Icy
is back in business.
He's back in business, and he's got 100 rupees on his side of the board. And once again, it's the challenger getting the upper leg. That means HotDatePaul, you got to win this game, or the match is going to be over for you. We start game number 2 with new cards dealt to each player, and the question is going to begin with you, HotDatePaul. Here it is. We asked 100 male millionaires, do you fill out your own income tax? Before I continue the question, I just want to make sure that the stream is going. It is indeed. I've seen no responses from the chat, so I just wanted to make sure that we're still on the air, and indeed we are. We asked 100 male millionaires, do you fill out your own income tax return? HotDatePaul, how many said they do fill out their own tax returns? What do you think, HotDatePaul? What do you think the answer is? Hey, how's it going, Cookie? Nice to have you here on Game Show Night. HotDatePaul, how many say they do fill out their own tax returns? I'm looking for male millionaires here. How many?
Oh,
you're back. You're back. Okay.
We're good.
I think my internet died.
Oh, okay. We just stopped tape for just a second. We will resume it in just a moment. So hang in there, Paul. I will reread the question for you, and then we'll get back to the game. So.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. It happens. Then that's why I always check. I say hello, hello, hello. So, all right. So, we're back on the air. I will now repeat the question for you, HotDatePaul. And here was the question. We asked 100 male millionaires, do you fill out your own tax returns? How many said that they do fill out their own tax returns, Hot?
2%.
2 out of 100 said that they do file their own tax returns.
Ooh.
Well, this is interesting. Icy, what do you think? Higher or lower than 2?
I'm gonna say that it's not much higher. Definitely higher than 2%.
All right, higher than 2. This is going to be interesting. I'll be interested to find out what the survey said on this question. Higher than 2. For male millionaires who file their own tax returns is 36. Yes, it is higher. Wow. Over a third. That is very intriguing indeed. Wow, yes. Okay, I see you have control of the cards, and your first card is a king.
Lower, please.
Lower than the king. Let's see if he's right. Is it lower than the king? It's a 7, yes. Okay, I see you want to play or freeze.
I'll freeze.
All right, you're going to freeze on the 7. That protects your position, and once again, it keeps HotDatePaul away from the cards. We're going to go on to question number 2, and it belongs to you, Icy. We asked 100 fifth grade boys, did you make your own bed this morning? How many said that they do make their bed this morning?
42.
42 out of 100 said that they did make their bed this morning. HotDatePaul, is the answer higher or lower than 42?
Higher.
Higher than 42. Number 5th grade boys who do make their own bed is 52. You're right, HotDatePaul. It is higher. Welcome to the game. All right. Very good.
My stalwart defense.
Well, he was bound to get control sooner or later. And by the way, HotDatePaul, you were pretty lucky because when Icy played his very first match on Card Sharks, it was against Organics, and he did not give Organics even a chance to play his cards because he ran the table twice. You remember that, Icy?
Oh, yeah.
All right. But HotDatePaul, you're in the game. Let's see if you can make the most of it. Your first card is a 5. Would you like to play it or change?
Change it.
All right, going to change the 5. All right. That 5 now becomes a king. Great card. What's the call here?
Lower.
Lower than the king. It's a queen. Still a good card. What are you going to do?
Lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 6. Getting closer to the middle there, Hot. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze? Your 2 cards.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 6. That protects your position, and it keeps Icy away from his cards. We go to question number 3, and it belongs to you, Hot. Hot, we asked 100 married men. If you called your wife from work to say you were going to have a drink with your buddies, and she said, you get home right now, would you get right home? How many said that they would get right home if they were to be told, you get home right now?
25%.
25 out of 100. All right. Icy, is the answer higher or lower than 25?
I'm gonna go hotter. Higher, not better. What? Words.
Words, where do they
Higher,
go?
please.
Higher than 25. Number of married men who said they would go home right away is 34. You're right, it is higher. Icy, you have control of the cards. You're looking at a 7. Would you like to play it or change it?
I would like to change it, please.
All right, Icy, changing that 7 to a jack. That's a better card. What's the call, Icy?
Let's go lower, please.
Lower than the jack? It's a 7. All right. 2 cards away from the championship. Play or freeze?
The next round is sudden death, yes?
Correct. 4th question, yes.
I'm gonna risk and go higher than the 7,
All right,
please.
he's taking a chance. Higher than the 7? Oh no, it's a deuce. It is not higher. That means HotDatePaul gets a free shot at the cards. You've got a 6, but you cannot change it because you didn't win the high-low question. What is the call, please?
Lower.
Gonna go against the odds and say lower than the 6. Is he right? No, it's a jack. I'm very sorry about that. Neither player makes any progress. And now, as Icy mentioned, we have reached sudden death. It means someone has to win on this play of the cards. Control, very important. We asked 100 inmates. Should prison inmates be allowed to vote? Hello there, Super Gamer, and everybody else who just showed up here for Game 4 of Card Sharks. It's great to have you here on the Fun for Freedom game show night. Icy, 100 inmates. Should prison inmates be allowed to vote? How many said they think inmates should be allowed to vote?
68.
68 out of 100 say that they should be allowed to vote. HotDatePaul, is the answer higher or lower than 68?
I'm gonna go with higher.
Higher than 68. All right, this is a crucial situation in this game. Number of inmates who said they think inmates should be allowed to vote is 97. Very much higher. Almost everybody. All right, HotDatePaul, here are your options. We're in sudden death. You have a 6. You can change the card if you'd like, and you'd have to call these next 2 cards correctly in order to win the game. If you make a mistake, you lose the game and the match. Or you can pass it to Icy, who has a jack. He cannot change the card, but he has to call 3 cards in a row correctly to win. If he does so, he wins the championship, but if not, you would win the game, HotDatePaul, and tie it up. Play or pass?
I'm gonna change the card.
He's going to play it and change the card. All right, good luck to you, HotDatePaul. Your 6 now becomes a jack. Okay, HotDatePaul, you need these 2 cards in a row to win, or the match is over. What's this?
I'm gonna go with lower.
Lower than the jack? Oh no, another jack! And IcyOshawottz is the champion of the IcyHot battle. Congratulations.
Woo!
Wow, boy. HotDatePaul, I tell you what, you gave it a good shot. The cards just did not go your way, and Icy had the control for much of the game, and I mean, especially game number 1. But did you have fun playing HotDatePaul?
Yes.
All right, I'm glad to hear it, and maybe we'll see you later on today. But right now, it's IcyOshawottz who's going to try the money cards once again. You ready to go, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get to the board. All right, you know the drill. But since we have some new viewers here, and I do see that we have quite a few new people show up in the chat, I will explain how the money cards works. For winning the match, you've won 200 rupees. That is yours to keep no matter what happens. But now I'm going to give you new money to bet with. We'll start you on the bottom line with 200 rupees and 3 cards to bet on. Then we'll move that up to the next row. I'll give you another 400 rupees of betting money and 3 more cards to bet on. Minimum bet is 50 rupees, and you must bet in 50 rupee increments until you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must wager at least half of your rupees. Now remember, you can change your card once per line by using the 3 spare cards. And also, we've hidden 2 jokers in the deck, and anytime they show up, they give you an extra chance to win the car. And you know, for winning the match, we give you 1 joker, so you'll have at least 1 chance of winning the car. Icy, 200 rupees, your first card's an 8. What are you going to do?
I don't need it.
All right.
Change it, please.
And you want 1, 2, or 3?
Let's start with number 2.
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
No, 2.
Number 2. All right, good luck to you. Icy, that 8 now becomes a 3. Great card. 200 rupees and a 3. What are you going to do?
All of it higher?
All right, all of it. Higher than the 3. Now remember, in this round, if another 3 shows up, it's a push. No win, no loss. All of it. Higher than the 3, it's a jack. You've done it. 400 rupees and a jack, and you must play it. What are you going to do?
All of it lower, please.
All right, he's going to try and double his money again. All of it. 400 rupees. Lower than the jack, it's a 9. You got it. 800 rupees and a 9 near the middle, and you've got to play it. What are you going to do here?
All of it lower, please.
He's going to try it. He's going to try and clear the board here in the bottom row for a 2,000 rupee total. All of it. 1,600 rupees if he's right. Lower than the 9, it's a 5. He's done it. Good job. Perfect first row. We're going to move the 5 up to the next row. I'll give you the other 400 rupees of betting money, and now you have 2,000 rupees and a 5. Do you want to play it or change it?
Before I answer you, I'd like to address ProfessorWhom in the chat. I will not cease and desist.
I think I got a feeling I know what Icy's going to try to do. I think he is going to try to run the table and win the 32,000 rupees. But it's up to Icy. You have 2,000 and a 5. First of all, do you want to play it?
I do want to play the 5.
All right. How much would you like to bet?
All of it higher, please.
Oh, he's a gambling man, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go for it. All of it. 2,000 rupees. Higher than the 5? It's a 6. Just a little bit higher, but that is good enough for you. 4,000 rupees and a 6. Again, the option to change the card. What are you going to do?
Let's swap that 6 out with card number 1.
All right. Best of luck to you, Icy. You've done quite well so far. I want to see you pull this off. This would be a great ending to Card Sharks today. Icy, your 6 now becomes an ace! What are you going to do?
All of it lower.
All right, for 8,000 rupees, lower than the ace, it's a deuce! 8,000 rupees and a deuce. What are you going to do?
All of it higher, please.
All right, for 16,000 rupees, higher than the 2, it's a 9. You're right. All right, Icy, you're on the verge of history here. You've got 16,000 rupees and a 9, and you can change the card if you'd like.
Let's swap that card out with card number 3, please.
All right, everybody. Everybody in the chat, fingers crossed. Let's hope for an extremely good card for Icy here on the big bet, because he could make history right here, right now. Icy, best of luck to you. That 9 now becomes a queen. 16,000 rupees and a queen. You got to bet at least 8,000. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do all or nothing here. Let's go everything lower than that queen.
Nothing, or 32,000 rupees. If he's right, history is his. For 32,000 rupees, lower than that queen? No! It's a king! I don't believe it! Oh, no! Oh!
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh,
gonna
man! Wow!
Why, game?
Oh,
Why,
my
why,
Lord!
game?
That was brutal! Oh! I thought for sure
Can't win 'em all.
I thought for sure you had it, Icy. Oh, tough luck, man. You gave it a
I'll do it
good
next
try.
time.
Yep,
It's fine.
that was fun. Oh my goodness. You gave us a ride there, Icy. I thought for sure you were going to get the 32,000 rupees. It just wasn't meant to be this time. I am truly sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Well, you still might win a car, so hopefully we can make up for that. But I tell you, what a way to end game show night, the Card Sharks portion at least. Boy. All right. You know how this works. You have 7 cards here behind. One of them is the word car. Find it.
Number 6.
Number 6. All right. I tell you what, those 2 money cards that we just played, they both should be highlighted because, boy, were those thrilling and exciting. You said card number 6, is that right?
Yes.
All right. And Fun for Freedom chat, see if you can figure out where the car is yourself. All right. He says card number 6. Good luck to you, Icy. Oh, boy. I'd love to see you win this. That was a brutal loss. Good luck. For the car. Is the word car behind card number 6? No, it isn't. Sorry about that, Icy. All right, let's see what everybody else says.
Just wasn't my game.
Just wasn't your game today, and sometimes it happens. Jack Mullen said 4. Rex says 3. ProfessorWhom 7 or 5. Super Gamer 1. Rex then changed his mind to 2, or he's changed it to 3. 6 for HTML. Riking 2. Where was that car, please? Number 7, right next door. ProfessorWhom, you got it. Well done. So.
See, so whenever he misses the car on his round, he gets it on mine whenever I lose everything. Karma is not a nice person.
No, it certainly isn't. Well, it happens. Well, I see you are a returning champion, and you are getting closer to I think you're closing in on the number 2 or the number 3 record for all-time Card Sharks winnings. But you are our champion, and we will see you on our next show, and hopefully you'll do better next time. But do you have a lot of fun, Icy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. All right, I want to thank everybody here. This is the end of Card Sharks here on Game Show Night. I hope you had a lot of fun. Coming up next is going to be Hollywood Squares. It's the debut of it here on Game Show Night. This is 2223 LOZ Cards fans saying so long, and we will see you next time. May all your cards be right. Goodbye, everyone.